Hi Sagittarius, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your December 2017 general update, mid-month update for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Sag. The year is coming to a close. I can't believe it's already, winding down. It's a nice time to sort of sit and reflect on all that's come before us and all that we've achieved. And personally and spiritually, let's see what we can focus on right now to wind the year down and to really tap into whatever energies are coming up here for us. The Oracle, I keep saying the chakra deck. The Oracle deck I'm using for you at this time is the Chakra Wisdom by Tori Hartman. It's a really beautiful deck. I love it. And the Zen Tarot spread that I'm using is a little bit different. I usually do the Flying Bird with the 7-card spread, and I'm going to do the Diamond spread now for this reading. This is a 5-card spread. It saves me just a little bit of time because I'm very busy right now, as we can all tell. Okay, so the card I pulled for you is an orange or second chakra card. It's service. And the second chakra, as we know, or we may not know, but I will share with you, it relates to your emotional self, your creative self, and sometimes your sexuality. But for right now, we're going to take this as emotional guidance. And, the service card, it brings to mind for me, the act of service for others, loyalty to others, and sort of taking yourself outside of yourself for a moment in order to share and support and uplift another. Okay? There is, wisdom and just a beautiful experience to be gained from that act of service, from giving and connecting with others. The diamond spread here is, the center card is where you are now. You have internal and external energies, and the horizontal row here kind of represents where you are, and the vertical is how to proceed and where to go from here. Okay? Your starting point is beautiful. Look at that, maturity. So yeah, you've gained yourself a certain amount of wisdom in your life, and you can just sort of rest in knowing that all is well. It really is everything always kind of works out, and you're getting that more and more, and so you're less reactive to things and less you're just less deeply upset when things don't always go the way you need to, and you're able to just sort of ride it out and rest in that beautiful heart space with beautiful knowing that life is kind of always working out, and even in times of conflict or times of frustration, you'll get through it. That's a nice quality to share when you're thinking of being loyal to another, being of service to another. You can carry this wisdom and this sense of profound knowing into your relationships and into the connections that you make with others. Internally, and sort of unseen energy that supports this wisdom and this sense of maturity when you're connecting with those in need or those that you want to support, is this turning in card. So yeah, these kind of go together. There's just a quiet energy, a quiet knowing to these images. There's just a feeling of, if I just settle in and trust, then all will be well. And that energy, bringing that strength of connection to spirit and connection to source, is a beautiful thing to bring into a relationship with another. It helps others. In the external world, you might actually just recently have been more attuned to these energies here, those quieter energies, those more solid internal but very powerful energies. And it might look to others like you're checking out or that you're changing, and you're not what they thought you were. This conditioning card talks about the lion who grew up with a bunch of sheep and played around with them all his life and just figured he was a sheep too, until he bent down to take a sip from the pond and saw a lion looking back at him. And it kind of shattered his sense of who he was for a minute, but then realized, I still am, I can walk with the sheep, but I am a lion. This is who I am. And so it talks about seeing yourself truthfully for what you are and not worrying too much how others need to see you, right? Okay. The next steps here, this way to proceed forward, is the first card I pulled is receptivity. It's beautiful. Staying open, staying receptive, staying with your feminine, qualities, which are nurturing, which go along with being of service, and open to what comes next is a beautiful energy, especially to close the year out. And, at this time, we're sometimes with our elders, and being of service is very important, during the holiday season, and making sure that our loved ones know they're cared for, and physically caring for them, showing them in that way is just a beautiful, beautiful act of love. Staying open and receptive, maybe the person that you're connecting with and being of service to, is having a difficult time, and staying open and receptive to the signs that come along as far as how to interact with this person or how to proceed. Your intuition can help guide you along in this situation. And the outcome of the month, or the the apex of this reading, and the new awareness, or the level of the arrival at a new awareness, is the rebirth. So there are basically three energies that we all carry. One of it's a lower density energy, like the camel represents in this picture. Then there's the take action, the sort of three-dimensional, here we are daily, the way the lion is. And then there's that higher elevated sense of self that is sort of goes beyond just our logic and intellect and our day-to-day life, and there's a sense of renewal when you tap into that elevated space and that higher consciousness. And you'll find that through the act of connection and being of service to others and going kind of outside of yourself for a minute, but starting out with that solid internal strength and knowing that all is well, and bringing that into others' lives, it will create a sense of renewal for yourself, for your own spirit. So it's really a beautiful time to have this particular spread. Like I said, with the holidays being here, I hope that's going to conclude your reading, and I hope it connected with you. I want to thank you all for being with me through the start of this channel this year, and I look forward to more readings starting in January 2018. Here we come. Okay, Sag, take care. I love you all.